You've done it. You've stood in a fitting room, jeans on, thinking, okay, these are fine. You buy them, you get home, you put them on once, maybe twice, and then they live on the chair. Not because you changed your mind, because something about them is just wrong, and you can't explain it. Most women blame their body. I'm here to tell you, it's the jeans. I've bought bad jeans, a lot of them. I've also learned, the hard way, exactly what separates a pair you'll wear for 5 years from one that pills, bags, fades wrong, or just never quite fits right, no matter how many times you try to make it work. This video covers 7 things. 7 specific physical things you can check in the fitting room before you spend a cent. By the end, you'll know more about denim than most people who sell it. And if you've got a pair at home you can't quite explain your feelings about, grab them. This might solve it. First thing, the waistband gap. Turn the jeans inside out and look at the waistband. A good waistband has a separate, reinforced band sewn on after the body of the jean is constructed. Cheap waistbands are just the denim folded over and stitched. The difference matters because that folded waistband has no structure. It stretches unevenly. It folds down at the back. That's where your gaping waistband problem comes from, not your body shape. Run your thumb across the inside. If you feel padding or a second layer of fabric, that's a good sign. If it feels like a single fold of denim with a stitch through it, put them back. Second thing, the rise geometry. The rise is the distance from your crotch seam to the top of the waistband. But most people don't know that how the rise is curved matters more than how long it is. Flat a pair of jeans on a surface and look at the front rise seam, the curved seam at the front crotch. A well-cut jean has a gentle, consistent curve. A cheap cut has a sharp, almost angular curve. That sharp curve is what creates the front pocket pouch. The fabric doesn't lie flat against your body because the geometry doesn't match the geometry of a human being. You cannot fix this with a different size. The curve is baked into the pattern. Here's where it gets interesting, because points 3 and 4 are the ones that nobody talks about, and they're the reason a pair of jeans that looks perfect on the hanger feels completely wrong on your body. Save this video, because you're going to want to check these next time you're in a fitting room. Third, the fabric weight and the direction of stretch. Not all stretch denim is the same. There are 2 types, two-way stretch, which goes side to side, and four-way stretch, which goes in every direction. Most cheap jeans use two-way. The problem is that two-way stretch pulls the fabric sideways when you move. It creates drag lines across the thighs and hips because the fabric is fighting your body's actual movement, which is forward and back. Four-way stretch moves with you. It recovers. It doesn't leave that bagging out problem you get around the knees after an hour of wear. To check which you have, hold the fabric and pull it in both directions. Side to side is obvious. Then try pulling it diagonally toward the top corner. If it gives, it's four-way. If it locks up, it's two-way. Four-way stretch used to be reserved for expensive brands. It's not anymore. You can find it at every price point. You just have to check. Fourth, the inseam twist. This one is subtle and it ruins a lot of otherwise decent jeans. Put the jeans on. Look at your inner thigh seam. It should run straight down your leg and end at the center of your ankle. If it twists forward, so the seam ends toward the front of your ankle, the pattern was cut off grain. The twill weave of denim is directional, and if the panel was cut even slightly wrong, it torques as the fabric relaxes on your body. You will never iron this out. It is a permanent flaw in the cut, and you will notice it every time you put the jeans on and think something just feels slightly off. We've covered construction and cut. Now I want to talk about the 3 things that determine whether a pair of jeans still looks good after 20 washes, because this is where most women get blindsided. The jeans are fine on day 1. They're the problem 3 months later. Fifth, the dye quality, which you test at the seam. Flip the jeans inside out and look at the inseam, specifically where the white selvage thread meets the indigo denim. If you see a lot of bleed, the indigo creeping into the white thread, the dye is surface level only. It's sitting on the fiber, not bonded to it. These jeans will fade fast, and they'll fade unevenly. You'll get that washed out look at the thighs and seat within a few months. Well-dyed denim has a clean seam. The indigo sits against the white thread and doesn't bleed past it. Sixth, pocket placement. This one gets dismissed as vanity, but it is not. Where a back pocket sits changes the visual proportion of your entire lower half. Pockets placed too low lengthen the distance between the waist and hip, which makes the torso look shorter. Pockets placed too small for the seat pull the fabric taut and create horizontal stress lines. The rule is simple. The center of the pocket should sit at or slightly above the fullest part of your seat. If it's sitting below, or if the pocket is narrower than your hand, skip them. Seventh, the buttonhole and rivet quality. This sounds minor, it isn't. Pull the waistband and check the buttonhole stitching. Cheap jeans use a basic lock stitch. It looks fine on the rack. After 30 wears, it frays out and the button starts to drag. Quality jeans use a bar tack stitch, a dense, tight cluster of stitches, at every stress point. Check the corners of the pockets too. If there's a metal rivet there, that's the same function, a bar tack in metal form. No rivet, no bar tack. The pocket will tear from the body of the jean within a year of regular wear. 7 things. Waistband construction, rise geometry, stretch direction, inseam twist, dye quality, pocket placement, and hardware finish. None of these require you to spend more money. The best pair of jeans I own cost €40. The worst pair cost $200. Price is not the test. These 7 things are the test. Next time you're standing in a fitting room and something feels almost right, run the list. One of these 7 is the culprit, and once you know what you're looking at, you can't unknow it. Which means you stop buying things that don't work. That is the whole game. If this saved you from a bad buy, or explained one you already made, subscribe. There are more of these coming. The same thing for blazers, for leather goods, for knitwear. The industry counts on you not knowing this stuff. I'd rather you did. And if you're watching this with a specific pair of jeans in mind, drop the brand in the comments. I might do a deep dive.